Have you ever stopped to think about what you're automatically saying no to? I just noticed in the last month or so, I've had a couple of friends say to me that I'm going to move to Alaska, and I'm going, I am not moving to Alaska. Not happening. I'm not going to do that. So I've just been kind of thinking lately, but what do we automatically say no to? And when my husband passed in 2017, I just knew that I was just okay. I don't need to have another relationship. I said if I needed to have a roommate, I could do a roommate. I could get a dog, if it was lonely here. And it's interesting how things turn out. So I'm going on. No roommate, no roommate. I'm fine. In fact, I really enjoy being here by myself. I'm around a lot of people. A lot of time, I really need to be around people, but I'm really happy to have a nice, quiet time to be at home. It's very comforting to be here. So which is I'm surprised. I did have 3 years notice that my husband was leaving so that I could get myself mentally prepared. So it's been nicely a good surprise that I'm doing okay. So I'm going along, and one night I was going to a concert. No, it was a meditation over on the other side of town. Maybe like it's at 6:30 on a Friday night. So during rush hour, it'd probably take about an hour to get there. So I head over there and drive all the way across town. And I get there, and they say, "Oh, we changed that to next week." And I go, "Oh, are you going to tell anybody?" But anyway, I don't make a scene about anything. I thought, okay, then I'm going to do something else. So I was going to go home. I had just finished my second book, and you can never proofread your book too many times because I still have found two mistakes in it the second one after I proofread it probably 20 times. Anyway, so I thought I'll just go home and I can proofread the book again, and I'm fine. So then I was driving one of the freeways here in Phoenix, and I passed a road that would turn off to where my real good friend Salvatore lives, and I thought I'd just call him and see him what he's doing. So I called him, wouldn't do anything. So I went over there, and he fixed hamburgers, and we talked till about 10:30 and just had a good time. So on my way home, I thought, I'm probably just ready to have somebody around, just do stuff with, go down to the lake, walk around, go to movies with, that kind of stuff. So that was a Friday. And then that very same Friday, my friend Jan was living with another friend of ours, and she just gave notice that she actually needed to, she was okay to just have her house back. And then Jan would have to the end of June to find another place to live. So here we are on Friday. So Jan's got to move. I changed my mind, and I called her up, and she came over on Sunday, and we talked about it, and then she moved in on Tuesday. And it's really been a really delightful thing because we're very compatible politically, so spiritually. We have a whole lot of. She's so easy to get along with, and it's interesting that you could have somebody come and stay in your house and not have it get on your nerves at all. But now we're just doing fine. So it's been delightful. So I did have a friend after my husband died. I was wearing my wedding ring and his wedding ring, and then I had a friend who looked at that and she said, "What's that all about?" And I said, "Well, I'm not interested in a relationship with anybody." And then she goes, "Why would you say no to someone who's going to be put in your path that could be the most wonderful thing that's ever happened in your life?" And then I thought, well, maybe this is symbolic that I'm saying no to an opportunity. So I did take the rings off, and so then here this wonderful situation with my roommate showed up. We decided not to get a dog because we get my son's two dogs every once in a while. That we call them our grand dogs, and they come over every once in a while, and we get to have them, and then they get to go home. So we don't have a dog. We're very unencumbered. We could pop off and leave for a month, and we don't have to worry about anything. So anyway, so that's what I'm wanted to point out to you, to look at what it is that you are saying no to, because it could really be one of the most wonderful things that could ever happen to you if you quit saying no. If you open up yourself to allow some new thing to come in. Like I said, wasn't interested in a relationship, but now I'm kind of like, okay, that'll be okay too. So we'll see what happens with that. And so anyway, there are a few things that you can say no to, like I can say no to cancer. I can say no to diabetes. I can say no to getting old, which I'm not. I feel like I'm youthing. I'm 74 and I feel like I'm 48. So I'm not. I'm saying no to getting old. I saw a sign on the freeway or on some road they were doing construction, and it says to expect delays. And every time I see that, I go, no, I don't expect delays. I expect everything to go along just fine. So anyways, I'm just putting that out to see if you might check about what you are automatically saying no to, that because it's been programmed into you for your whole life, that you're not going to do that, you don't want to do that. But what if you did do that? What if you would open up your life to something new and see what happens. It could really truly be one of the best things that could ever happen to you. And are you willing to allow that to come into your life and let life come to you every day and let it surprise you about what it's going to bring? Give it a try.